Well, before the break, we saw Cloud9 looking good here on Cash. Envy really yet to get into the swing of things. They find the pistol round, they find their anti-eco, but since then, everything, and I mean everything, has been coming up Cloud9. Hugo, we've had a little bit of time, a little bit of a timeout to sit back, crunch the numbers, take a look at this one. How are you feeling as we get ready to head back into this matchup?
Feeling good for Cloud9, the double AWP looking nice. We've seen a couple of cool little executes from Envy, but mostly just loose, puggy style. They're getting kind of caught out on wrong sides of the map, etc. So hoping that they are able to bounce back with this next rifle round. The score for those unaware was 5-2 when we took a little bit of a break. So I imagine we're going to restart back to that same scoreline and see if Cloud9 can continue their hot streak, Harry. Because again, this is a game they should be winning, but after getting wrecked in the previous, I don't know if we're going to be seeing that come through for them as well.
Yeah, only time will tell. We're back into this one, Hugo, and I am over the moon. We've had a little bit of a delay just because we had a few issues with, I think, either player's connection to the server. It all started with Ely's ping going up, and now the rest of the guys, we're all in at the very least, Hugo. We're back into this one. Automatic going to be donning that AWP alongside Flusher. We've seen this from Cloud9. They love the double AWPs, and it's been looking good for them. Now already on Team Envy. Going to be out over here toward mid, so in spite of that double AWP presence, Cloud9 electing to hand over this portion of the map. And oh my goodness, they're very quickly wrapping down in towards this B bomb site. Skadoodle to try and make a stand, and he's only good for once. Now all this pressure going to fall onto Golden. He's going to get caught dropping on down into the back of the bomb site. Their drone picks him up, so now just Flusher, Rush, and Automatic remaining. But Flusher has dropped the bomb, at the very least. Automatic going to go ahead and land the wall bang onto Cutler. Oh my goodness, yeah, he was all the way in main.
Oh my god.
Where was that even through? We need to see that. We need that on the replay.
That was the back vent through to B main. Like,
important thing to know, by the way, the scoreline is that'll update next round. So
yeah, it was over. Pretty sure through about there, killing him into B main. It might have been even through two walls. Flasher got to run to his death. Nice trade, but drones there. 2 kills from him. Oh, I want to see that wallbang. That was pretty crazy. What a round. Envy going to be able to pick one up on the T side by the skin of their teeth. They get away with just one player surviving. I'm going to assume this scoreboard isn't accurate. Because half the players in the server don't have kills. Let's see if Envy can keep this one going. Cloud9 looking to try and reset them here with SMGs. Flusher, he's been tagged, but he also got away with a frag, and that's what matters. JDM's gone down. Trying there with the trade as Automatic gets close up to the smoke in main. Or up in mid, sorry. Back into the 4-on-4. Seeing Flusher as low as well. It's not exactly smooth sailing for Cloud9 so far. Envy still trying to keep up this pressure in middle. They're going to be going for that late round boost as well. Cutler going over the top, and Flash is starting to fly on through. Rush going to get aggressive in main because he's expecting a bit of an A split. He may be right after all. He waits for the push. Cloud9 still running a double B, and this could come back to haunt them, but Flusher with an important frag getting aggressive in A main. That really takes the pressure off of Rush because they're not going to be expecting him in this position, so he gets even more aggressive. Envy trying to run back towards a B site, but Harry, there is no trading going on. They are getting taken out one by one by one. And just like that, we're in a 2-on-4.
Indeed we are. It's going to be Nifty and Cutler left up to the task, but Rush on this wrap round, he could seal the fate of Team Envy in this round, and he almost certainly does. He's good for 1. Cutler now with 3 kills yet to find. It's Golden, Skadoodle, and Flusher left up in this round that he's now got to try and go toe-to-toe with. Now we saw a couple of shining moments from him over on Mirage. He's got to try and go above and beyond here. Now Golden has given up that fight. Skadoodle on this wrap round looks to mop him up, and indeed he will. So it gets a little bit dicey there towards the end, but Cloud9 do manage to find a 6th round. It's always sad seeing Skadoodle throw an AWP over to someone else on Cloud9. It feels wrong, but we're dealing with it regardless. Here you go.
6-3 here up on the CT side for Cloud9. A couple of PT50s is going to be it here for Envy. Some very minimal investments. AWP up with Flasher as well. We've got Bit of a B play, but Golden here with the Alligator looking to just absolutely mop up these kills. He's been tagged, and he's got no armor behind that as well. Got to be very, very careful. He is going to be a very easy kill for Envy if they can just overwhelm him here with the Glocks. Does have the support of Automatic though, and this could be very well timed. They look to go for the peak. Flash is there. Flush are going to get... What's going on?
Where did he seen this so many times? They've done it again. Flusher. They're just walking on into these AWPs over a B. And EnVyUs are getting shut down. Please stop standing at just anywhere near this bomb site, because Flush is shooting people through walls left and right.
Oh my god. Why? How? Where? On the B site. These wall bangs are coming in round after round now for Cloud9. And Envy, they are just not catching a break, Harry. Poor guys. We're not going to be seeing that 7-3 lead now for Cloud9. Envy, just a couple of pistols once again, taking that double eco after it got broken. Economically, of course. Now going for this A burst.
Flush is trying to line up more wall bangs, mate. He's hungry for them. You know, people kind of stopped witch hunting him for a while now, and he wants to go ahead and bring that back. Now, Flusher, this time going to get bested almost instantly. Rush going to try and do what he can. Ultimately, not going to be enough just yet. 4 on 4, and that bomb looking to go down. These pistols doing damage. Automatic's been brought down to his knees as well. Rush tagged all the way down to 9 HP. And this retake does not look comfortable for Cloud9.
Oh my god, Skadoodle finally finds that kill. Look at the HP on Cloud9. 3 players, 10 or lower. They need to throw in these nades right now and get back into the site, but JDM is picking them up one by one. He gets dunked. 10 HP left between 2, and Rush is going to come from above, saving his team and winning that round for Cloud9 after all. But goddamn, if that doesn't come down to the wire. Only just going to get that defuse, and could have gone very, very wrong there for the C9 boys, but they get away with the AWP with a triple kill on Rush in that round. 8-3 after all, Harry. But Envy, bomb plant, and eco in the previous as well is going to mean they have everything they need. AWP is available, but JDM will not go for it. We're maybe seeing a bit of a change of pace here for Envy. Faster B play potentially. Or A.
Oh, it looks like you might be right. Even there, Nifty gave you a little nod of support, Hugo. You were bang on. You've read this like a book. Automatic going to be here. And Rush is only good for 1. Now they try and go running past Automatic. Ooh. He's going to miss his shots, but Flusher, he's not missing anything. Once again, chiming in through walls left and right. It's Flusher to hold Cloud9 in this round, and the bomb now rotating back away. Going to be on the back of Drone as he hightails it over here toward this B bomb site, rejoining up with JDM. They're going to get it for free. They're going to get this bomb down and find themselves in a 2v3, Hugo.
We've seen Cloud9 eager to give up this B bomb site time and time again, but it's not always been the best decision to make, considering Envy have been winning their rounds here on B. Plant, as you say, can come through, but Drone needs to throw it across first. He doesn't want to jump. JDM's given the option to get an open bomb plant in while Heaven is cut off with the Molotov. That will keep Golden out for the time being. And Cloud9, they've got a bit of utility for this. They've got Automatic, poised and ready. Problem may be this double AWP. Molotov already pushes JDM into the pit. He's got that crossfire. Smoke cuts off B main. They're going to get aggressive. They're going to get in the face of Cloud9, but you can't do that against major winners. Already been taken down to 1. Drone left alone, and Automatic will shoot him from above. The retake coming in there for Cloud9, and 9 rounds here on the CT side. This has not been too bad at all for Cloud9, considering that previous map.
Yeah, I mean, I figured like they really weren't feeling it. You know, like we saw them on that previous map. They managed what, like 5 or 6 rounds in the entire game. Well, yeah, 7 actually, I think. But still, Hugo, man. Yeah, Cloud9, they look completely out of it, and now they're looking fantastic here on Cash. They're looking to try and split the series versus Envy, and it's an important split for Cloud9 at that. If they do manage to hold on to it. Going to be aggression out here towards middle from the EnVyUs side, trying to run the gauntlet against Flusher, but no one's been allowed to get past these AWPs. And it's just the AWPs time and time again, holding Cloud9 in round after round. Just Nifty, Ely, and JDM left up. And yeah, it's all well and good saying that Cloud9 are playing with the caveat of the high pings, but Envy obviously playing with a massive one as well. You have Ely, the coach, standing in, so the fact that they've even split the series, you know, at the worst case scenario is already fantastic for this EnVyUs roster. Every single one of these matchups for these guys becomes important now as they're looking to try and get out of that relegation spot. But this round certainly doesn't look to be the case. It's JDM in a 1v4, and Automatic going to go ahead and shut him down. So the AWPs on Cloud9 trumping those of EnVyUs right now.
Yeah, in a big way. Now look at the money. Envy have to make that decision. Okay, but we can only get 4 rounds on this half, and that's a best case scenario. We've got to give up with pistols. Obviously, plenty of loss bonus now to work with, so it's fine to actually go for a fairly decent investment. We got some pistols and armor and utility. All the wood works here for Envy, but no sword to cut it. Cloud9 on this B bomb site, they have just been so dangerous time and time again. No warp here this time. We actually see that rotate come through from Flasher. It could be at the pitch point perfect moment because Envy are rushing through the smoke. Flasher can't find an angle. Golden's on the site, but he's fully blinded, getting it wrapped from the back. Skadoodle able to hold down the line, but he's the only man here on the site. Flasher just not letting them cross, taking kill after kill. Nifty finally going to get that trade, and the bomb will make its way down to default. That gives an open plant for Envy and a 3-on-3 in the post plant.
Don't Flusher and Automatic, they've been so key. That said, they're both going to get bested now, just Automatic left on up. As Nifty's found himself a quick double, that nade doesn't even manage to pick up the trade. And Automatic maybe coming in with a bit of the wrong read as to where Nifty resides. Certainly isn't going to miss that shot at the very least, but hopping down to his demise. And EnVyUs going to be picking, or Envy rather, going to be picking up a 4th round here, Hugo. They managed to do it as well, for the most part, with just those pistols in play. So, an important round at that, because you take a look at the money that it's left Cloud9 with in the end of the half here. They're able to get the double AWPs out on Flusher and Automatic. Never mind, it's going to be on Golden right now. Doesn't have armor, so that's going to be largely the decision as to why. And Flusher, boosted up early on, going to be allowed to peek over the top of this smoke. He's been given a couple of chances now. How many more are Envy going to give his way?
Oh, Nifty's crept all the way up as well. He's got to be very careful that the barrel of this gun doesn't stick through. Automatic with a big flank does find himself a kill. That will draw the attention of all the mid players back towards their flank on the garage, but the drop off from that boost means that Envy are at least aware of the players up in connector. Flusher, got to be careful, flick back, and Drone going to just get his head ripped off. We still have this flank in play now, and Cloud9 are suffocating Envy in the middle portion of the map. JDM gets a couple of frags, and one of them being literally a grenade kill, but he's not going to be able to win the round. Cloud9 finding 11, and while 11-4 was what we predicted 2 rounds ago, they kind of went back in a bit of a different way. We had Envy win the eco and Cloud9 win their force respectively back. Same scoreline nonetheless, and pretty dominant from Cloud9 all things considered. They should be fine to close out this game at the end of the day, Harry, but let's see if Envy have any more gas in the tank.
It's still a long way to go if Envy want to get back into this one. We've seen some fantastic stuff from this double AWPs thus far. But moving in to their T side here, Hugo, that double AWP going to be a little less viable. That's always something to bear in mind. Plus, you look over this EnVyUs roster now, you can look to try and bring the AWPs out on JDM and Nifty. That's always exciting. You hoping? I mean, I'm hoping we get to see that double AWP prioritized. I haven't really seen Nifty on the AWP all too much.
It's just worrying. It's like, do we even get to that point, right? Because it depends how Envy decide to spend their economy. If they lose pistol, and we're talking, you know, forced by second round, you know, to get that double AWP in the 4th of the half. Will they go for that? Cloud9 could even win the game before we even see Envy get the money, you know, to go for that AWP buy, depending on how Envy choose to invest. They go for that second round eco and buy up 3rd round. They're not going to have AWPs, and Cloud9 could 16-4 this before Envy even had the money. Especially with Cloud9 going for this kind of setup, those odds have just flipped on their head, and I'm not surprised it is 11-4. But Nifty, big start, already taking Flusher out of that door. Let's get dinked down, but Cloud9 can get that bomb plant in. 4-on-5 in the post plant here. Envy definitely favored, but let's see if they can find their magic.
Yeah, Kit's going to be up on Ely. He also has that smoke as well. Automatic going to be holding close here at the forklift. Biding his time. Envy, they know they have a little bit longer to work with than usual because of that Kit up on Ely. Automatic going to be flashed off the angle, and that was actually a team flash raining on over, I believe. Suddenly, that's going to be everyone falling for Cloud9 as Envy find the pistol. They're looking to try and get back into this game, Hugo.
Yeah, that's how you start it there. Almost flawless pistol round coming through for Envy. Exactly what you would be hoping for. Now we're going to have Cloud9 with their back up against the wall in these next couple of rounds. We could even see a force buy come through, but more likely to just be that standard second round eco buy up in the third round. You know, your third round buy is going to be better than EnVy's second round buy. And hey, even their third round buy, unless we have big upgrades come through, but not going to be expecting that here. EnVy, couple of rifles, couple of SMGs. All the expectations here, but Cloud9, none in terms of them being able to pick up this round. We have Deagle, PT50, 3 Glocks. Already expecting that molly over the top of the boost as well. They'll play slow. But end goal is this A bomb site, and let's see if Skadoodle can try and find some openness to get himself into middle. He'll get naded off. Damage does go his way. Skadoodle wanting a little bit more than just that.
Well, Cloud9 managing to get out in towards middle. If they do head into this A bomb site, it's sad to say this is where 3 players reside right now for Team EnVy. They really don't fancy their odds in this sort of situation. And it will just be JDM padding those stats. Now going to get helped out a little bit by Cutler. He comes rotating in, and never mind, it's just the JDM show. Finally, Cutler gets his piece of the pie. Now it's Rush, left up in a 1v5. Now, if this was our Rush in the studio, I'd have some faith.
Only if he had utility.
Yeah, I mean, he is the utility man.
I want to know, when Rush plays, not this Rush, as in Rush Lee, when he plays, like, CS, does he remember every nade that he makes the pro tips for? Or
of course he does. He
just
just came into
them
our ears.
after, like, 2
yeah,
weeks?
no, he does. He watches those, the Future Pros videos. That
Can we get a confirmation here? He says he remembers every single nade.
Exactly.
If you ever queue with him, he's going to have all on lockdown, Harry.
Yeah,
He's the utility god.
He is the guy to keep an eye on.
The reason UKCS is relevant.
Hugo, taking a look at the... he's the reason, yeah. Is Rushley. Taking a look at this initial buy from Cloud9. Immediately clean. He's only got the 1-up over on automatic. Not very common. We see the double up sport out over here on the T side. I'm curious to see how how Flusher is going to fare.
And Rush.
Yeah, I mean, and him as well. You know, over with that AK keeping an eye on mid right now. Automatic going to go to take a nade to the dome.
And no armor as well. Even more damage. Hey, have a second.
Oh, it's got, you know, second helpings, mate. Not a big fan out of this meal, but they keep on giving it to him, and he's just polite, so he's still chowing down.
It's like when you're on your first date, and well, not first date, but you're meeting your parents for the first time. It's
You're
like,
meeting your parents.
No, you're meeting a girl's parents for the
Okay.
first time. It's like they serve you horrible food, but you gotta keep going. You've also got to wash the dishes afterwards. You know, all about being that good
euphemism.
guest. It can be. I don't know, dude. Whatever floats your boat and whatever fills your plate.
Yeah, exactly. And Cutler, he's looking hungry right now. He's opened up. He shut down Flusher, and what a man to find, because Flusher's been key for Cloud9.
You good there?
Yeah, I'm great.
Molotov going to force Golden back. There's a double molly here. You can't afford to have this many Molotovs, so there's only 30 seconds left. Cloud9 going to need to speed up this pace, and Cutler's still rotating in from behind. He's on this long-ass flank. Cloud9 are going to be in a bit of a peculiar spot here. Run through the smoke, get exactly what you deserve there. Nifty going to find 2. Drone finds Skadoodle, and just like that, automatic, wondering where it all went wrong. He's about to be shot in the face, and there's Cutler on that backstab. AWP even going to be grabbed here for EnVy. That's a free upgrade. 7-11.
Yeah, this is getting ever closer here, Hugo. EnVy looking to try and get back into this game. Over on this side of Cloud9, they're just going to have to take an eco in this round. But this represents a real means of getting back into things for EnVy. Going to be just a flat-out B play from the Cloud9 boys. Down right now, but this time they won't go running on through. They're not going to give Drone and Nifty that sort of advantage. So it goes down, and Drone's going to be the first point of contact. He does have Nifty lying in wait, and Nifty has that incendiary that he can look to drop, although not going to come out in time. Instead, Nifty there on standby with the rifle, shutting down 2. He's going to lose Drone, and they start to pressure on into him. Drops the incendiary at his feet. Oh, things heating up for Nifty, but he's able to bail himself out of that scenario. Automatic, Skadoodle and Flusher left on up. The bomb is down and ticking away. Team Envy, the team on the clock. But look at all those flashbangs.
Oh my god.
There are so many left up in this server, Hugo. It's ludicrous at this point in time. Automatic, the one man with a rifle, trying to keep his sights on CT, but all these flashbangs coming his way and everyone gets bested. Envy going to be locking in an 8th round now.
Automatic might have been able to get something done there in the post-spawn, but I think it was Cutler shot him for like 60 damage in through that wall. Getting the lineup, doing the damage, and keeping Automatic low, which actually allowed Envy to get that retake without worrying about that, as you said, one rifle. Flashbang certainly helped, and now we have Envy starting to crawl their way back into this game, Harry. It's getting oddly close. But remember, on that CT side, a lot of Cloud9's success was just Envy slow peeking their AWPs. You know, Cloud9 just holding back angles, or not even holding angles, just shooting through walls, really. And now that they're actually tasked with running onto bomb sites and entering with 90 ping, that's when things get very, very difficult. So they try and keep things a bit ludicrous in the middle portion of the map. JDM finding one. Does Golden know that Nifty is nearby? Because they focus on the two players at the back and mid, not the one that's close up. And Nifty, he's still not fired a shot. He's still not given away his position. JDM's taking all the heat up here in middle, and now we're going to have that flank available from Nifty. Cloud9, they try and get themselves out onto the A bomb site, but JDM is still here. He's rotated round. There is a player below him he needs to be aware about. Crept in through. Nifty going to run back and get that frag. JDM dropping another. And Automatic alone. Envy are back in this one.
Yeah, not just back in the round, back in the entire game. And Automatic, he's going to be able to shut down the first, but nothing else. And 11-9 now. Cloud9, this advantage that they once had is starting to elude them here, Hugo. Envy doing an absolutely stellar job of getting back into this on the CT side. You know, I mean, even if you think back to Mirage, they get off to a good start there once again as well. Envy just looking like a team of CT sides at this point in timing. For Cloud9, you know, you semi-understand why as well. You know, maybe playing with a bit of a higher ping, you are going to feel it a bit more on those initial peaks when you try and take those first fights. Also, I feel like some of it comes off the fact that Ely seems a lot more comfortable over here on the CT side. And actually, I mean, they've left him to hold mid. What an avenue of the map to give over to the coach. He's going to go peeking into that. Does get tagged down, though. This time, he immediately concedes it. And Cloud9 now wrapping up through mid. JDM's there to shut down the first man. That's Rush to hit the deck. Skadoodle lies in wait. Does now go peeking into this, but Cutler's picked him up. And that's the bomb dropped out here towards A. These rotations can already start to come through from Envy.
Cloud9 love a 1v1. Finally, the trade's going to be there from Golden. Long time overdue. JDM misses his shot. Golden's focused on the wrong portion of the map. He's got to worry about Ely up here on the car. Already 31 HP. Golden does cross. The Automatic has killed JDM. The flash makes Golden turn away, but he gets dinked in the process. Probably lucky he looked away because that dink didn't follow up with a kill. Automatic can try and hold the crosshair. Oh, Nifty's going to blindside him. This bomb is yet to even go down for Cloud9, and they're getting picked apart one by one. Golden, only man on this bomb site. He's going to be ready for the angle, but not going to hit the shot. Drone winning that one there for Team Envy. 10-11 here. Harry, this game is looking to be Envy's as they are crawling their way back in. They're not crawling. They're actually knocking Cloud9 down.
Yeah, mate. This is like full on, you know, like miracle levels. Envy, they're not crawling back into this, Hugo, mate. They're sprinting back into this. Cloud9, back to the drawing board. It's just an eco here. And this is the round that ties things up 11-11 potentially for Envy, and they've got pretty much everything looking into it. Drone going to be posted up, waiting outside of B, looking to go toe-to-toe with Automatic. Cloud9, another slow start to these rounds. And 10 seconds left on the clock, and all of the Cloud9 players set up over here toward this a main portion of the map and middle. Looking like they're going to try and erect a boost quickly. It's Russian Automatic down in middle. Cutler Able to find the first. Skadoodle is there with the trade at the very least. The smoke's now raining in inside of this A bomb site, and Ely to try and do what he can. Turns his attention back down towards mid. He's going to go ahead and combine with Nifty for one, almost a second as well, but Skadoodle is able to go ahead and continue to trade things out. Still trying to keep this in favor of C9, but Drone flanking on round has dropped him, and this leaves Flusher alone and with a deagle. Sadly, it's not meant to be. 11 to 11. Team Envy going to be tying this up now, Hugo.
Mate, Drone is hoarding. He's just held on to all his nades for 2 rounds in a row now. Not had to use any of them. Getting the retakes in with all 4. It's utility left alive as well. And just like that, Harry, 11-11 back on the scoreboard, back in an equal situation. Cloud9, desperation here. Double AWP coming through. I've yet to see Envy pull in the same kind of setup, despite them having the money for it. Just fine with one, and that's okay. But this is where things could start to get hot and heavy. We have both AWPs out of being Automatic and Flusher, and they had so much effect on that first half as well for Cloud9, albeit being on the CT side. Can they find the same amount of impact on the entries? We have that run boost coming through. A little bit underwhelming. No one there for Envy. After playing in the corner here, he's up on top of the vent as Drone sits at the back of the site. So somewhat of a crossfire here for the EnVyUs guys, but Cloud9 still fairly default across the map right now, far from committed. Looking to try and feel out this setup from Envy, and right now mid's open. That's a huge portion of the map that Cloud9 could try and exploit. We see Eli going back between it, but he's got no utility to commit to that position, so he's got to be very careful if he does. Right now he's actually pushing up, so we may see him play close vent. In the meantime, this boost could be so well timed for Cloud9. They might catch him out of position, because him playing close vent has allowed Nifty to drop back into that B site and improve that defense there. Cloud9 start to congregate outside of B. It looks like it will be that mid split.
What can Ely do? Not much right now. Rush is there to open things up, and no one nearby for Envy to trade. That's not going to leave all the pressure over here toward Nifty, but Nifty has been very, very good thus far for Envy, and actually he's going to get bailed out a little bit there as JDM plucks Golden from that fake up through highway. Nifty's been allowed to sneak into the back line, and he's dropped the bomb. There's only 15 seconds, and Nifty's done absolutely everything. Drone's chimed in with one more. And Nifty, he's on a tear right now. Just Skadoodle left up, and while he does find that one man, that is going to be it for him. It's going to be a 12th round for Team Envy. As they continue to post up these rounds. Fantastic stuff from Nifty.
All off the back of Nifty. That's incredible. Being able to creep up through main like that and get away with so many kills, especially at such an important point, right? 10 seconds, 15 seconds left up. That needed to happen there for Envy. Retaking very difficult on this B bomb site of Cash. But no need when Nifty's dropped the bomb. 12 to 11, back in the lead here for the CT side. And we have not seen this pretty much the entire game, Harry. So, important to see. Oh, is this a wallbang? Skadoodle's going for a set wallbang. He hits JDM. Oh my god, dude. Not quite the headshot, but he's going to find the tag regardless. That is ridiculous. Gives it back over to Automatic as well, because Automatic not quite as knowledgeable on these AWP wallbangs. And that's fair enough. Skadoodle is/was the AWPer.
Cloud9, I mean, you think about their CT side half and how good they looked, how that double AWP was looking fantastic. They were being very aggressive as well for the most part. And their CT side hasn't really had any, their T side hasn't had any of that. It's been these very, very slow rounds. They've been building into it, they've been leaving it down to the wire, and it feels like in a lot of those situations here, it's come back to punish them. You know, they're always hard pressed for time. They're always having to try and sprint into a bomb site with 20 or so seconds left. And you take a look at this now, over on the side of Envy, that timer has been ticking down for a while, and there's still plenty of utility left up. JDM, Nifty, and Drone, all with Incendiary still left up now. They're going to start to pressure away at JDM, and Rush is able to find him. The trade's there from Nifty, and Drone holding down the speed bomb, so that's the bomb drop as it goes in first once again for Cloud9. Golden and Automatic going to do what they can. 20 seconds on the clock here, and Nifty looking to try and be the hero. Only 20 seconds and not able to drop the bomb. Trying to do what he can. Trying to find something. Has gone ahead and found Automatic. And he's just hiding in the smoke, toying with Skadoodle. Nifty's going to shut down absolutely everybody as he finds a triple. Envy going to be picking up a 13th. And I mean, you know, if you are an Envy fan, if you are happy about this, you cannot say that it's not all coming on the back of Nifty right now, who's just been fantastic.
Okay, that wasn't even a lineup. He went for the lineup, and then he actually got the damage off of just a random shot, I'm pretty sure. So why not?
That's wild.
But, yeah, what a round for Nifty. Always coming in clutch, and that was so important because Envy had actually rotated Nifty off that B bomb site. We had Drone get aggressive on top of the box, and that allowed for Envy to triple stack A and rotate that highway player up as well. So, yeah, that could have gone so wrong for Envy because they actually solo B'd right before Cloud9 set up for the push. And if anything now, 13 to 11, Cloud9 going for the buy, this could break them, Harry. It's a buy that needs to be won because Envy, if they win this, it's 14 rounds. What a flick back from Healy. So well timed. Going to take down Skadoodle. But if Envy get 14 rounds here, Cloud9 are going to have no money to fight back. So this is all coming down to the wire. B site taken over, retake established, but plant yet to come in. There it is. This is not an easy retake here for Envy, despite having a 4v4. They've not got a lot of utility as well. One smoke up on JDM. Nifty, he's been the hero of the CT side. What can he do down here? Flash out B main, trying to allow his vent player to move in. Elay's done exactly that, taken one of these three members down of Cloud9 left up. Automatic is trying to hold the cross, and the AWP shot will connect. The flashbangs are good. Flush is blind. Nifty's done it again. 2 kills from him. And Automatic, this bomb is in the back of the left side of the site. He's not going to be able to find this kill unless he takes down the first man. And Cutler is not giving him the opportunity. 14 rounds to Envy. Defuse comes in, and they'll win that retake after all.
And this is actually, you know, just unreal from Envy to get back into this game. We saw how those odds had entirely, you know, flip-flopped back and forth. Envy looked very, very good over on Mirage. They pick up what? Their second win of the season thus far in the previous map by besting Cloud9 there. It was 16-7 in their favor. You come into this map, the odds are massively stacked in favor of Envy. Cloud9 start to haul it back a bit, right? They managed a very, very competitive first half. And now they haven't won anything yet on their T side, so they've been struggling. Cutler's going to go ahead and make this round even more of a daunting prospect for Cloud9 as he's picked off Golden early. Going a man down, there's no potential for them to trade this out. Cutler's even going to stick around over here, remain a little bit longer.
Flush has heard that boost. He definitely should have heard that boost, so Envy need to be careful if they actually do commit with that and not just throw it in for a bit of a fake. If he shuts the door, keeping these T's out of that A-bomb site, and JDM doing exactly that with some aggression. The boost has not come through after all. He's just playing for the kills. Elay getting caught out. Rush going to find a pretty influential kill here for Cloud9, but can they convert anything off of the back of it? That's the question. A couple of flashbangs and a smoke left up. Team Envy with a very heavy A setup.
Whoop, somehow Flusher and Rush have got back into this round, but Nifty gonna once again be that thorn in their side, and that has been his role. He's been the hero for Envy in so many of these rounds, tagging up Skadoodle now, and Rush peeking on in from the highway. It's a 2v2, and this is looking more than doable for the EnVyUs squad. That full utility belt still up on Drone. You've spoke about it a few times. He's been very, very sparing with the nades, and now they're going to be worth their weight in gold in this retake. As Drone and Nifty join on up. He's mid-air. He's diving on through, and he's going to shut down Rush, leaving Skadoodle in the 1v2. The AWP in hand. It's been a while since he's been reunited with his weapon of choice, has Skadoodle. And we need to see why. We need to see that world-class AWP come back here from this man. 1v1, Nifty still to best, and he just barrels on into him. Going to go ahead and hold down the defuse. I think he should just have that. It's going to be map point here for Team Envy. 15 to 11 for Cloud9. They need 4 in a row.
I will say I really would have liked that smoke to put out the Molotov. Like, if you're in a 2-on-1 like that, you're going to win the round 9 times out of 10, and then you just get mollied off in the highway and you have a smoke and you don't use it. I mean, that's the opportune time to cut off that Molotov, to get back into the bomb site and to not allow it to come down so close. It will still be a 1 round, so it's not a problem for Envy, but it definitely could have come back to haunt them if a few more seconds did go the way of Cloud9. As you said, yet to win a T-side round is Cloud9. It's got to change here or now, Harry, or they're going to be losing a 2-0 tonight, despite this 11-4 CT side. AWP on JDM. Same story for Flusher. Automatic creeping into B. There's a bit of a heavy setup outside here for Cloud9, looking to fully go through, and there's one man on the defense on the site itself. Drone up behind as well. Automatic got to clear out this position, and Nifty's going to be caught with his pants down, still flicks back. Drone gets a double in the meantime, and just like that, the B site has been conquered.
Russian Flusher, they're left scratching their heads. How has this all gone so wrong? And now it's Flusher. He was a hero on their CT side. He's got to try and rise to the occasion once again. In a 1v4, up in hand, all the pressure falling onto the Swede. Does a bit of damage there onto Nifty, chips him down to 14 HP, but first has to try and find the angle. A drone is going to go ahead and shut him down on the back of that. It will be Team EnVy closing out this map, 16-11, in spite of, as you say, an 11-4 half initially in favor of Cloud9. EnVy managed to dig deep, and they 2-0 this series. Hugo, they went from having no wins to 3. Or sorry, 1 win to 3.
Awful maths. I don't even know how you got to that one. 1 win to 3.
Yeah.
You got there in the end.
It's a late night.
And so did EnVy, at least, getting those 2 wins, at least putting them in a bit of a better spot than they started off this day and this season generally. Whereas Cloud9, those are games that, yeah, okay, they were playing with 400 ping, 100 ping, but those are games they can't really afford to lose. That's the problem.
Well, let's go ahead and get a new perspective on this. Let's pan away from just you and I, and let's bring in the talented duo over here of James Banks and Pimp. How are you two doing?
Yeah, pretty good. Good maths there, Harry.
Yeah, thank you.
Quick maths is always a good thing to have when it comes to the world of Counter-Strike. But some maths that certainly didn't add up in that game was Cloud9 allowing that 11-4 lead to slip away from them.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think it's a little bit embarrassing by EnVyUs to even get to that point. I mean, we did talk about the asterisks of playing with that high ping. It's never fun to do. That said, though, they gave Cloud9 a decent chance of actually winning this game. I mean, Nifty was the difference maker in the entire game. Obviously, without him, no chance of EnVyUs winning this one. He was going completely ham and crazy in that game itself. But overall, I mean, again, we already outlined it. EnVyUs, good for them. They get 2 wins. They get a new fresh start to this lineup and can maybe pick that up, and bring a little bit of confidence into this project. Whereas for Cloud9, they knew going into this matchup, playing from Europe and playing with Skadoodle as a stand-in, that probably wouldn't go too well. So neither of these teams are actually winning anything, and Cloud9 are ending up as the losing team in a sense where they're probably going to miss out of the Pro League finals now. We're probably and most likely not going to see them at Odense. The last 2 games they have left is against Ghost Gaming and MIBR, if I'm not mistaken, or Liquid or MIBR at least, and Ghost Gaming. So 2 very rough matches for Cloud9. So in that regard, it's going to be super tough for them to make the playoff.
And this is the thing, I'm just looking down the standings at the moment, and now Cloud9 have played 18 matches. United, who are currently sat in 6th place, going to qualify themselves if they manage to hold on to it. They've still got a few more matches to play out here, so it's not looking good for Cloud9 whatsoever here. And we can't really be too critical, right? We can't be harsh on what Cloud9 have to deal with. They're playing from Denmark. They're actually not far away from us at the moment, to be fair.
Yeah.
But they're playing on North American servers. That's the way it's supposed to be. It's just 11-4. I thought, oh, okay, maybe we got a good chance here. Maybe we're going to see a 1-1. Like they can get this done. Like you said, though, EnVy should have never allowed that to happen. So for me, it's still big question marks around what this EnVy lineup can do just at all going forward.
It's one of those scenarios where for EnVyUs, it's a sign of relief. Obviously, they end up winning the game, so they can be happy for that. But as you said, they can't really allow Cloud9 to get to 11-4. And that's, at that point, it's all it takes is a pistol round and a buy round, and the game is over. And it could easily have been like a convincing win for Cloud9 in that regard, which would have been ridiculous given the circumstances. So no, EnVyUs cannot be proud of that. But then again, they're winning the game, so we can't really blame them for that. Whereas for Cloud9, you can't really give them credit for getting to 11-4. They should be the better team. They are the better players. Yep. They still have a Skadoodle, who is a major winning player only a year ago. So there's a lot of stuff that you can say if and so forth. But overall, it's just a little bit of a shame that a game has to be defined by the ping and defined by the fact that the circumstances surrounding the game wasn't really optimal for neither teams.
One day we might be able to beat the ping issues, right? We just get everyone with super sick
internet. That would be great, wouldn't it?
Worldwide, ping doesn't become a problem. God, that would open up a whole world of different
How far away are we from that scenario?
Probably many years. Countries don't like to invest in infrastructure and stuff. I'm from the UK. Our internet is absolutely terrible, no matter what we do. So
in general, your country though. So
do you know what? I can't even argue with you. I'm not even going to try and defend it because that is pretty much the UK in a nutshell. But it is time for us to get ready for the next games. It's going to be Rogue taking on Complexity. But before that, we're going to take a quick break. But don't go anywhere because this game is going to truly change the standings of the North American Pro League.